let's do a top 10 list. Hey guys, today I'm going to do a list of my top 10 favorite prepaid wireless features. I've taken a look at a lot of prepaid wireless plans and features here on YouTube and over on smartphonematters.com. So today I thought I'd make a video and talk about 10 features that I like or that I think are pretty cool. Now, first, keep in mind, this list is in no particular order. And second, this is just for fun, so keep that in mind. All right, let's get started. First up is Mexico and Canada, and I'm going to give this to AT&T Prepaid. So with AT&T Prepaid, you have unlimited talk and text in Mexico and Canada, and then you can use talk, text, and data in Mexico and Canada. And then for the plans that don't support that with AT&T Prepaid, you have the option for pay-per-use talk, text, and data in Mexico and Canada. The U.S. borders Mexico and Canada. Those are pretty large borders. A lot of people want to be able to talk to people in Mexico and Canada and travel back and forth between the two countries. So this makes it very convenient to be able to use your phone with a prepaid wireless service. Next up, international roaming. And I'm going to give this one to Google Fi. With Google Fi, you can just travel to any of 200 countries with your Fi phone, and it's just going to work. You're going to spend the same amount of money for data in those 200 countries that you would in the US, just $10 a gigabyte. You're going to get that same free data with bill protection. You're also going to get free international text messages while you're traveling abroad and affordable voice calls. Now, I think the voice calls are 20 cents a minute, which is on the high side if you're going to spend a lot of time on the phone while you're traveling abroad, but very, very convenient. I was able to use this while I was traveling through Asia a couple years ago. All right, next up, 1 year of service for $50. This is from Tracfone. Now, this almost didn't make it to the list because it seems like Tracfone is trying to move away from this. This is a service add-on. You can add 1 year of service to your phone for $50. That's about $4.12 a month. Now, this doesn't come with any service. It doesn't come with any minutes, megabytes, or text messages. You can combine this with a low-cost plan to keep a phone active with a phone number, and then you can just add additional minutes, megabytes, and data as you need them. This might be a better choice than buying plans with lots of minutes, megabytes, and data, and then having them continually roll over, and you just continually add what you need as you use it. And this is also a great option for people that have built up a balance of thousands of minutes. Rather than adding more minutes every year to keep your phone active, you just buy this add-on for a year of service and start to work down the balance of minutes and megabytes that you have. It's only available if you've bought your smartphone from Tracfone, which is kind of disappointing because I really like this feature. All right, next up, free calling. And I'm going to give this one to two companies. I'm going to give it to TextNow and to Freedom Pop. TextNow has what they call basic calling. You use an app and Wi-Fi, and you're going to get free phone number and voicemail. And you can use this with Android and iOS. Now, the free app had ads, but it works, and I thought it was pretty good. Now, this only works with Wi-Fi. It doesn't use cellular. So that's why I'm going to share this with Freedom Pop. Now, with Freedom Pop, they had a free basic plan, and every month you get 200 minutes, 500 texts, and 200 megabytes of data. And that's on cellular service. That's not just Wi-Fi, so you could use this with cellular service. So if you have very modest needs, this could be something that you look into. The other cool thing about Freedom Pop was that they had free Freedom Pop to Freedom Pop phone calls. I don't know if they still have that. And that was over the cellular network. So if you were calling to a Freedom Pop phone from a Freedom Pop phone, that would be free, even when you're using the cellular network. So pretty cool. Next up, network coverage. Now I'm going to give this to Straight Talk and Net10. The reason for this is because both of these companies offer service on 4 different networks. Now, when you sign up, you're only going to be using one network, but they have plans that use the AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, or Sprint networks. And this is great for people that want to bring your own phone. Most likely, you've bought your phone from AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, or Sprint, and you're switching, and you'll be able to use your phone with Straight Talk or Net10 because they offer service on those networks. Next up, data-only SIMs. And this goes to Google Fi. So with Google Fi, you can order what they call a data-only SIM, and you can stick that SIM in a tablet, a laptop, or a phone, and you're able to use data with that SIM. You don't need a separate account. You don't have to pay for an additional line. There's no additional monthly fee. The data you use just goes on your phone bill. If you put the SIM in an extra phone or your tablet and use 500 megabytes of data, you'll just see that broken out on your bill, and you'll pay for that data as part of your phone bill. This is a great feature. I wish other companies had that. Next up, $2 add-on data. And I'm going to give this to Total Wireless. With Total Wireless, you can buy 5 gigabytes of add-on data for $10. That comes out to $2 per gigabyte. A fantastic price for add-on data if you're on a fixed data plan. And this data rolls over as long as you have monthly active service. So as long as you keep your phone number active, this add-on data will remain on your account. And if you combine this with their least expensive plan, the $25 unlimited talk and text only plan, you can keep all the data that you buy until you use it. So you'll see here that they have a 5 gigabyte plan. It's $35. And every month that 5 gigabytes of data on the $35 plan expires. But if you were to buy the $25 plan and then just buy data add-ons for $10 for 5 gigabytes, that would cost you $35, and you'd keep the 5 gigabytes of data until you actually used it up. I think that's pretty cool. Next up, pause, and this goes to Google Fi again. A lot of Fi stuff in here. So with Fi, you can just push the pause button on your account and it pauses your service for 90 days. After 90 days, your service resumes, but you can just go and pause it again. In fact, this feature is so convenient that I never canceled my Fi after I reviewed it years ago. I hadn't planned on keeping it, but with the pause feature, it was great. I can pause it and then just restart it whenever I want to use it. I love this feature. Next up, unlimited mobile hotspot. This goes to Visible. So Visible is a newer company, a lot of buzz about Visible. They have a $40 plan, unlimited talk, text, and data on the Verizon network. They use the Verizon network. Now they include mobile hotspot. So what I like about this is that they're including mobile hotspot on an unlimited plan, and the mobile hotspot is unlimited. Most other services that have unlimited data plans either don't allow you to use hotspot or only give you a fixed amount of high-speed data to use with hotspot. Now, the mobile hotspot speeds are capped to 5 megabits per second, and it's limited to one tethered device at a time. But I think this is a great deal, better than any of the other prepaid wireless plans I've seen. And then finally, coverage on multiple networks, and this goes to Google Fi. So Google Fi combines 3 mobile 4G LTE networks. Your phone can switch between 3 mobile 4G LTE networks. That's the Sprint, T-Mobile, and US Cellular networks. So if you're in an area where you have coverage on one network but not the other, you can switch. So it could switch from Sprint to T-Mobile to US Cellular and use the network that has the best coverage. And I've seen this in my area. I've seen it go between Sprint and T-Mobile. We don't have US Cellular where I live, so I never saw it do that. And they also claim that they have access to 2 million plus secure Wi-Fi hotspots, but I never saw it actively switch to a secure Wi-Fi hotspot. Now, to me, this would be great if it was switching between Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile instead of T-Mobile, Sprint, and US Cellular. And I think that's the reason why they combined the 3 services together and had it dynamically switch, is because they're using services, the number 3, number 4, and number 5 service in the US. All right, guys, that's my top 10 prepaid wireless features. What do you think? Did you have features on your list that weren't on mine? Do you disagree with some of my choices? Hit me up in the comments and let me know. And just remember, this was just for fun. These were 10 things that I thought were pretty cool about the different prepaid wireless plans I've looked at. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video, and I will talk to you next time.